vicarious suffering. Thank you, Shay. One job. And I think that it's important that we understand and acknowledge that so we know how to combat it in a lot of ways. We made a post about this on the national page, so if you do want to go and like really take a little bit of a deeper dive than what we'll be able to do tonight. But I think it's important for us to protect our mental health, which is the whole basis of starting this membership in these chapters. It is the antithesis of vicarious suffering. I like to call it vicarious joy. And so what we are doing from one person to the next, every time we enter this space, we enter it safely, we enter it wholly, and we enter it as ourselves. So I wanted to take a second before we get into the nitty-gritty programming and all of these things to, one, acknowledge for ourselves, what does joy look like for you, right? And it doesn't have to be these grandiose things. What does joy look like for you? What joy did you find today that you may not have even thought about what that looked like or felt like for you? And I would love, to have this conversation. Let's drop it in the chat. I can tell you, standing in the sun, joy for me is not playing small. Every time I get to show up as myself, every time I get to walk into a business meeting with my big earrings on and my bright colored lipsticks and my braids, and know that no one can tell me nothing, and I own all of this, that is standing in the sun. The sun is beaming on my face every single time I'm able to show up authentically as myself. So I'm asking you, what does that look like for you? What does standing in the sun mean and or look like for you? Did somebody do something incredibly kind for you? Did you show up for yourself in a way in which you wasn't expecting? Were you terrified to do something, but you did it anyway? And regardless of what the outcome of that was, did that feel good to you? Did you do something kind for somebody else? Did you smile at somebody and not even know how that would make their day? Were you able to reclaim those little parts of yourself, right? Like what are those little parts of yourself that you are able to reclaim and stand in the sun as yourself on a regular basis? And I think that, it's important for us to hold on to those things and remember that, it might be shady some days, but the sun is always there because the sun lives in you. You are the sun, you are divine, you are the divinity, right? And so I think that this is an incredible community that we have built and are building on a regular basis. I think that we always have each other, which is incredible, right? Like, if you go to another state, you got somebody there that got you. Like, there's no feeling like that in the world, like, outside of having your family, but that's what we've turned into, right? Oh, Sharice, please don't make me cry. But those things are really important. And so even if you have to think about it a little bit, find what that is and hold on to that in those times in which somebody is trying to steal your joy or your shade or whatever. Just remember that we can always reclaim those things little by little, even in small patches. It all matters. So I do 2 affirmations every day. And one of them is, please remove anybody from my life that does not belong. It's so important. And when I tell you, people be dropping guys, people drop, they do. And sometimes I get upset and then I have to remind myself that I am the one who asked for that, right? I asked to be surrounded by people who are consistently contributing to my highest self, my highest being. I asked for that. And so it's a really great affirmation to say on a regular basis, because you'll see people start dropping. But the thing about it is you got to accept that. You got to own that part too. You have to be able to be like, okay, well, here we are, and this is where we're going. And the other affirmation that I say is I am powerful beyond measure, right? I am unstoppable. I am powerful beyond measure. And that might mean different things on different days, but, you know, knowing that I'm always reclaiming my power all the time. And I just offered those two things to you because it will start to help to adjust your mindset if necessary. It will help to contribute to positive things that will flow to and through you. So I love affirmations. Shay will tell you this anytime. I'm always doing affirmations. We start all of our meetings with quotes from Black women. And you know, they're really, and actually those quotes, if you ever pay attention to the newsletter, they end up in the newsletter. So you get a little slice of what our meetings look like. But yeah, anybody have any exciting things going on before we get into like some programming and stuff? I would love to hear if you have like any amazing announcements, anything that you felt like you accomplished, anything you want to share with the community. I'm going to caveat that with 30 seconds or less, but I would love to hear it. Okay. Well, you know.
I have one. I am going to do my first, I'm going to be a wine judge for a wine competition here in Maryland on Wednesday that I'm super excited about. I've always wanted to try to be a judge and taste 50 million wines at one time and blow out my palate, but I'm happy that I get to do it, and another tick for my resume.
Yay, congratulations, Shay.
We're going to be co-judges.
Oh, congratulations. I know, that's dope. I love that. I love that for both of you. Anybody else have something to celebrate? Roberta, you throw your hand up. Was that intentional, or was it a clap, a high five kind of thing? Oh, okay. Anybody else?
I got something.
Sure.
I'm a recently newest member of the National Hue Society, so that's a good thing. Glad to be here for the first kickoff event. So yeah, my name is Anthony Bell, by the way.
Oh yeah. Hi.
How you doing?
Welcome. I applied for a scholarship for WSC. Hold on, I missed it.
I applied for a scholarship for WSET 3, and I'm just waiting to hear back. So.
Okay.
I did it. I finally took the plunge. I'm gonna do it.
Go ahead, girl. Do it, and do it scared. And let us know if we can help you with that at all. Anybody else before we move on?
Me, same. I am a Hue Society Detroit chapter, so I'm happy to be here. So I guess that is something to celebrate. I'm excited about it all. So yeah, that's a good thing.
Yes, welcome. It's very nice to meet you. Okay, so we are going to move into past programs, just a little update on the things that we were able to get accomplished since the last meeting. And then we'll go into what's happening in the next couple months. So recently, like I said, we've opened 2 chapters, one in Detroit and one in Miami. So welcome again. Very excited to have you here. We have opened up national membership, which has been incredible because we are absolutely able to tap into people all over the country, which is just revolutionary in itself. We have granted multiple scholarships, which I will get into a little bit later because we have some other scholarships and opportunities coming up. We partnered with Guilty Grape for one of those scholarships. We have a few other partnerships that are coming up that will be announced. We've partnered with McBride Sisters, Black Vines, Napa Rise, our Tastings from Alsace, Fine Wine Series, Polaris here in Atlanta. We did this incredible legacy dinner. Zuccardi, which is an award-winning brand. They just won the Wine Star Award for, I think, was it Brand of the Year? Shay, I can't remember. And I was there with them, so I should remember that. This is one of those awards. They got one, and so did I. VinePair, you know, we did an incredible roundtable on VinePair, executive roundtable on VinePair with the CEO of VinePair. His name is Adam Teeter, and he gave some really great points on how to pitch to magazines, how to get yourself into magazines, and all of these things that if they were programs through Zoom, you can find them on our YouTube channel. So you can absolutely go back and look at those and get those notes as well. And then, you know, as far as the other things, a lot of them are discounts. If you are in DC or DMV and you want to go to Fine Wine Series, this is the first time that they're giving out a discount code for a membership. They'll also be doing it again when they move here to Atlanta. There's, you know, there's multiple discount codes through the newsletter, which I hope you all read. And yeah, that was what we were able to, what did we do? 17 nationally hosted events, 17 nationally hosted events. So there are more than enough events for you to get into on a regular basis. So I do want you guys to really to continue to show up for these things, because they're for you. And I think that the more that we are able to show that collectively as a community, we are able to show up not only for each other, but showing strength in numbers, it adds value not only to the organization, but to you, so that I can continue to go out there and bring value back into the organization, because people will say, okay, yeah, this is worth it. This was worth my time. This was worth, you know, making sure that we gave these things, this was worth investing in, because a lot of these people, they are investing in this community. So we are about to, Shay's going to kill me for saying this. We are about to roll out an awards program. I'm not going to get into it now because I'm just not going to get into the details, but the awards program is going to be great. You could win a lot of different, there are a lot of different benefits and prizes that you can definitely get from that. It's not a chapter award winning thing. Well, DMV wins, like, sir. Right now, we have New York and Atlanta open. So if you have any friends that are interested in joining either of those chapters, obviously also the national membership, but those two chapters are specifically open at the moment. And yeah, now we can talk about the Wine and Culture Fest, which is like why everybody's here, isn't it? No? Okay. Well, it's my brain. So the Wine and Culture Fest is July 23rd through the 30th. We are doing a full week of programming, and it is going to be dope. We're doing a skate party. We're doing multiple lunch and learns, dinners. We're still trying to girl, go to bed. We're still trying to pull this pool party together. Very hard trying to pull this pool party together. But that's early in the week. And then we get to the kickoff party on Thursday. And we are building a underground wine mansion. So if you know anything about Atlanta, there's this place literally called the Underground. It used to be incredibly popular back in the day. A lot of people know about it. We are reviving that. So we're going to build out a literal mansion under this tunnel thing. We'll have a huge free space, and then we will have the mansion behind these doors. And when I say like we're building out countries and different rooms, we will have the Fresh Prince room. The theme of the festival is Kingdom Come, celebrating the tables that we've built. And I was intentional about the we've built because we are all building tables on a regular basis. We're all kind of moving away from the idea that we have to fight for seats at these tables that were not built for us. And so we're celebrating the tables that we've built, what we've done throughout these years. This is the 5th year of the festival. So I'm super excited. It's so many things going on. I don't even know, like, but it's going to be dope as hell. And then obviously, of course, we're having the awards brunch on that Sunday, and then the Rose Lounge. So if I were you, I would book my ticket out on Monday. The Rose Lounge is always fire every single time. Anybody that's ever come to festivals will tell you that the Rose Lounge is the definite end all be all of the great ending to a festival. So any questions there before I continue? You should have received your discount codes for the tickets. That has gone out a couple times. We've also sent out requests for speakers. If you have a topic, a panel, something like that, that you would like to present, now is the time until I think the end of the month. We're accepting speaker applications. So also a great opportunity for you to get yourself and your brand out there. Really wanted to make this as open as possible for people to also get exposure for themselves. And I feel like I'm missing something, Shay.
We have the still waiting for the complete verbiage for the hotels, but we have 2 host hotels that we're going to be sending out, and there'll be discounted codes for so you can book your rooms also. But yeah, we have so we got a lot going on. Monica?
Oh, hi, thank you. As a new national member, how was it to attend solo?
Girl, come. Just come.
Yeah.
So the first time I came to Wine and Culture Fest, I came by myself. I did not know anyone. I was still very new in the wine space, and I met so many people that I'm still cool with, that people that I can reach out to if I need help or have questions, or it's an awesome networking experience. But it's also just really, really fun, and everybody is like family.
Thank you.
That's my 2 cents.
Appreciate it.
Yeah,
another
it's
question.
not.
Do tickets just guarantee entry, or does any food or drinks come with your registration?
Oh no, girl, you're gonna be tired of drinking by the end of the weekend.
Okay.
I promise. Everybody, ask anybody who's been there. They're like, I'm done. I can't drink another thing. It's a lot. And yeah, we will have food at some of the events. The brunch is obviously, and then the cookout, there will be food. There's food at all the events, actually, especially if you come to one of the signature events. It's a really good time. There's no shortage of drinks. And we're not just talking about like Black owned brands. Obviously we amplify that, but I think that we do a disservice by not exposing people to quote unquote luxury brands or higher end brands. So I promise you'll be twerking with a glass of like $400 wine. It happens. That's what we do. Like, it's not, because I want to give us the experiences that we deserve and that people overlook all the time. And we deserve to be able to drink luxury wine with our food as well. And so the programs are designed that way.
Thank you.
Any other questions about the festival?
Chris asked, is supplier sign up the same as vendor sign up, or is it separate?
It's the same.
So the ticket prices are only for Thursday through Sunday, right?
Yes.
Yes.
The ones that are online.
So is it separate for the other days?
Yeah, because those are all separate, individualized events. So it's really hard to put a package together for a full week that way. But yeah, they're not going to be priced to beat you over the head though. So trust me. And also your discount will still count towards all of those tickets. Anybody else?
Do you know when the rest of those tickets will come out?
Hopefully next week. We are still just trying to solidify a couple things. We wanted to make sure that we had a hotel that was luxury and we had a hotel that everybody could afford. So now we have the 2 hotels, and we're just putting a couple more things in place. A lot of this stuff will be rolling in, right? Because we do have the speaker series and stuff like that. And so as we book those speakers, those events will also be rolling in. But we're almost ready to announce the skate party and all the rest of that stuff. So yeah, all good.
And the underground is completely accessible, you said, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Sure is. The first question I asked when I got there.
Awesome.
Will
Yep.
you need volunteer support again?
Yes. So we will be putting out a post for volunteers in probably next week, if not by the end of this week. We just started those meetings. So that will be coming in as well.
And we will be opening up nominations for the specific award categories this week.
Yes. You know how nominations go. Crazy time here. Nominations be nuts. I've never seen anything. It's a frenzy. So yeah, nominations will be coming very soon. Anything else in questions about the festival? Any clarity needed? Who's coming? Get some hands. Well, we know Will. I saw your message. Perfect. I'm happy to see that. I mean, that's not enough hands for me, but wait, hold on. I didn't see Takara's hand. Ma'am. Okay, so my hand is a maybe. Well, I'm hoping that we can change some of them. Okay, Takara. I'm hoping we can change some of those maybes to yeses. I also didn't mention, Karen. I also didn't mention like I mentioned the national programs, but also locally, y'all been killing it with programs. And so I do want you to know, like, if you are a national member and you are in the city of a local program or something like that, please check it out. If you're having some difficulties, just reach out to us and let us know. But please check it out because the programming is super dope. All the chapters do some really great programming. And like I said, the amazing thing is you can fly to another city and the people will welcome you like family, as long as you're a part of this organization. And I think that pretty much, I feel like I'm missing something, Shay.
Is SomCon going to be around that time or is it always in August? Because
SomCon is in September.
Okay, because last year we were at the same time in August with SomCon.
Yeah, SomCon, we partnered with SomCon last year as a part of the festival. This year we weren't able to make that happen, just scheduling things, but SomCon is in September. We are giving away free tickets to SomCon as well, so look out for that. The Lift Collective is coming up at the end of May. We also announced on social media we were giving away a free in-person ticket, but we're also giving away 2 virtual tickets. At the end of this town hall, what is this thing called? Is it town hall? Yeah. At the end of this town hall, we're giving away 2 virtual tickets. I might throw in a 3rd virtual ticket for the Lift Collective. And ta-da, I am a keynote speaker. God bless you all and good luck because woo. But yeah, we're giving away tickets for that. And speaking of giving away things, you know, and this is very pertinent to people who attend like the executive roundtables and stuff like that. After these events, what we want to start doing is paying for classes that are relevant to the event. So for example, right now we want to pay for 2 writing classes for someone who wants to increase their writing skills, right? Because the goal is for us to saturate the markets. And the only way that you get to do that is by improving and increasing your skills. So we do WSET scholarships. We do, you know, all these other kinds of things, just consistently leveling up and increasing and raising the bar for us. So there's no reason why they could ever say, no, you can't come here, you don't fit here. And I'm gonna tell you a secret. The key to being able to show up as yourself, if you're a little scared, is to be the dopest person in the room. That way, nobody can tell you nothing, right? You know your shit, you know you have your skill set, all the rest of that stuff. No one can ever reject you when you are on top of your game. And guess what they're going to have to do? Accept you as you are, right? So we start normalizing that, then there we go. Shay, am I missing anything? Shay is like my support system.
Not that I can think of.
All right, so we can just take some time for questions. Anything you guys have that you want to discuss? Anything that Shay was your dance partner last year. Shay didn't leave the floor. Any concerns, any comments, anything? But you know, questions are always great.
Okay, it's Monica. I'm back. I have another question. What's the expectation for engagement opportunities for national members who don't live in a place where there's a chapter?
We do 3 to 4 national events a month. They are virtual for this reason. So we always try to do events that add value to the community outside of just like wine. Like, yes, you know, wine is the thing that connects us. But being able to amplify each other and increase access and resources is always the goal. So also, Shay will be sending out a survey for you to be able to add in your ideas of, you know, what kind of programming you would like to see, what kind of program you might want to be involved in. If you want to lead a program, we do study halls every month. If you have an idea for study hall that you would like to see come to fruition, we have, like I said, executive roundtables. We have coming up right now outside of the festival, we have brand marketing with Crystal Hayes. And I just want to let you all know that you are all a brand. Every single one of you is a brand, right? And so when I say walking into that room as yourself, you are a brand. You have to understand how to market yourself, what that looks like. If you haven't signed up for that, I'm pretty sure the sign up went out today.
Yeah,
went out today. It'll go out again. Sign up for that. Like, we give you guys so many opportunities to be present and add value. And then again, we record everything so that you can go back, because everybody's schedule is crazy, right? We're all in these places. So we want to make sure that you're getting what you joined for, right? So sometimes you have to tell us what that is. If you feel like we're not hitting the mark for you, say that. I'm okay with that. I don't have any problem with that. There's no ego here. I don't feel like, oh, you're going to take what I give you. Like, what's that? So, you know, it's never that. I love conversations. I love collaboration. I love being able to offer a space for people to safely develop and grow. And if there's no space that there's this one. So take advantage of it. Any other questions?
Speaking of study hall, if there's anyone who likes to talk about wine and wants to share their wine knowledge, please let me know, because we are looking for more people. It has typically been handled by one person every month doing the study hall. Last month we had Brittany from the DMV chapter. She hosted the study hall on sparkling wine, and I heard it was really, really good. So if you have anyone, or if you are willing to share your wealth and your knowledge, and you don't have to be a super professional. If you learn something cool, doesn't have to be super formal with PowerPoint presentations. It could just be a conversation about a type of wine that you like, or a region that you like, or winemaking, or whatever.
Something that you're excited about.
Yeah.
Right, because we do things our way. So the way that you're used to thinking about study halls or any of this kind of programming, you can throw all of that out. Like, that's not what this is. We do things our way and what makes sense to us in our language. And I think that that's really important. This is why we host study halls, because you need to be able to learn in your own language. It is scientifically proven that when you feel comfortable, psychologically safe, and there are no language barriers, there's no code switching, you absorb and you become more confident in information and taking it in. So it's a golden opportunity every single month. I'm just saying. Any other question? Oh, we do have another event coming up in June with Libby Wines. So we'll be sending out that information very soon. They're a sustainably sparkling wine company. They just started very small, but we've partnered with them. So we'll have that in June, and then July is the festival, but we will still be doing events virtually. And then, by then we'll be in August and my phone will be off, but just for a second. Any other questions, thoughts and things?
Susan had a question in the chat about the wine trip to South Africa.
Okay, so we are going to take an international wine trip. It might not be to South Africa, it might be to Italy. It's complicated working on this side, trust me, but because I always try to come from a place of access. And so obviously, yes, we could put together a wine trip and it can only be for people who can absolutely afford every single aspect. And it's going to cost all of this money. That's not what I want to do. What I want to do is create a trip that is accessible for us. And sometimes it just gets a little complicated, but we will be taking an international trip. Just give me a second. I promise. We'll have merch very soon. I know I said yeah, I mean, listen, you're gonna have chapter specific merch. You're gonna have things. Trust me, it's all coming. Scouts honor. Believe in the Boy Scouts or Girl Scouts, I guess that would be. All right. Anyways, moving on. DMV is ready. DMV is always ready for everything, all the time. Very well aware of that. Corey, is your hand up or is that a clap? Also, did I say your name right? Okay. Oh, thank you. So you're telling me nobody else has any questions? No, nothing, Jesus? DMV, don't you got an event coming up? Since you're so ready, you ready to announce your event?
An event coming up. We got a couple events coming up, but we do have a wine tour through Virginia coming up in June on the 17th. So those tickets are on sale. We do have a early bird special for people that aren't members, and we do have a member discount as well. So that's all in the Discord for everybody that's, pretty.
You know what? I'm gonna buy 2 tickets for that and sponsor 2 people.
Thank you. You gonna come out finally? It's warm out.
So wait, June 17th, I'm in Aspen. I have to do Aspen Food and Wine.
Oh, okay.
So.
We have SIP Social this Friday, correct?
Shay.
So I didn't realize that this Friday was also Cinco de Mayo. So we're going to push it to the 12th. It's next Friday. Email will be going out. It's already scheduled to go out tomorrow morning with the sign up sheet. So we'll be on the 12th. Y'all know I love my tequila. I mean, well, for those of you who don't know, I love my tequila. And I forgot that I had tickets to be out in the streets on Friday. So yeah, but the 12th, we're gonna have a great time. Feel free to bring some tequila.
Is there a promo code for members for the VA wine trip?
Yep, just put it in the chat.
Which is gracias, Senor. Since we're talking about Chris, will there be a shuttle? Will there be shuttles to, from the hotels to the underground since parking is slim, or are we taking a group trip on MARTA to get there? We're trying to get some Uber codes, ma'am. Anybody in DMV have 2 tickets to the Caribbean Festival on May 27th. They are sold out online. Oh, I can't help you there.
Those things go so fast. You'd be better off trying to catch a resale. That festival goes.
And that's the
real
sold
quick.
thing, so sure.
I'm just,
You know.
how far is the hotel from the underground?
There is, so they're both about 10 or 15 minutes, but in different places. So one is in Buckhead, one is in, well, I guess what you call Midtown here. Yeah, so the underground is downtown. So one is in one direction, the other is in the other one, but they're not far at all. Any other questions? I hear that falsetto. Okay, well, this was easy. I hope it wasn't disappointing. But yeah, okay. Well, look out. I think, another thing I wanted to emphasize, I'll say emphasize is the newsletter submissions and programming and stuff like that. So if you put something in, you send in something for the newsletter, obviously go there, but then, also go on the Facebook page. And that's another layer of marketing amplification for you. So just keep that in mind. If you have something going on, you're trying to sell something, you have programs, any of those kinds of things, that is a perk and a benefit of being a part of this community. We will amplify it for you, but you have to do your part too. So we're not going to go and search through your pages to find, stuff like that. You have to let us know, hey, this is happening. Can you put this in a newsletter? And we'll take it from the newsletter and we're going to start putting it on social media as well. And
Yes,
in the
it's
link
very
tree.
easy to reach, as far as it's just newsletter at thehuesociety.com.
Yeah.
Very easy to remember.
Yeah. And we'll put in our link tree. So the ticket, link will be in the link tree as well. And we'll organize that by state. So if you're ever popping around, you can look on the link tree, oh, what's going on in this state? There you go. Anything else? Okay. Shay, did I cover everything? I want no text after this.
You treat me like I harass you. No. No. I think that's it. Shree's asking about the virtual ticket giveaway that you said was going to happen. Collective.
The DMV availability to do what? What are you available to do?
No, for you to come here, apparently.
Oh, we're going to talk on the side about that.
Okay.
I'll get there. I will. I plan to get there this year. It might not be
Right.
before the festival.
You had him side-eyeing me when you did a little pop through.
Our warm spell only lasts for so long.
Huh?
I said our warm season only lasts so long.
I know.
You know, for y'all Southern people.
Probably September. I'm gonna put it, I'm gonna be intentional about putting it on my calendar. There we go.
Okay, let us know so we can make sure it's something important going on.
Cold is the word. I'm from Philly. Y'all know that, right? Like, I'm not a Southern. I'm from Philadelphia.
But y'all transplanted folks are the worst. Because
Right.
my sister-in-law moved down to Texas, and all of a sudden, every time she comes here, she's cold.
Exactly.
I was like, you grew up here. Like, you know what the weather is.
I don't care. I'm not coming back from November through February. You won't see me. So good luck. That's why I said it will be in September, maybe October. That's the end of that. And I'm not, there's not a chance in Hades that I'm coming into cold weather. Like, no, absolutely not. Well, all right. This has been amazing. Look out for all of the announcements and upcoming events and all the rest of that stuff. It's going to be and if you can make it to the Wine Culture Fest, definitely try. I always say this, and I do mean it, like if you need help with something, reach out. We help as much as we can with whatever we can. That's definitely for sure. But yeah, if no one else has anything, thank you so much, Shay, for being my assistant on this call, assisting my memory here. Thank you all for coming. As always, it's wonderful to see you. Congratulations again, and welcome to all the new members. And until next time, if there are any member things, Shay is your girl. Just want you to know that. Go straight to her and then to me. But otherwise, good night.
Good night.
Good night.